Hey guys, hey, Jerry Green coming at you here today. I want to share with you today how to run your REI business based upon an average of 3 hours a week. I know that may sound like BS to you, but it is real, okay? Unfortunately for a lot of you, what happens is you're in the position where you're so caught up in all the little things. You're so caught up in chasing deals. You're caught up in meeting contractors. You're caught up in doing all the inspections and dealing with all the title and going to closings and stuff like that, guys. Look, that's not what you want to focus on as a true business entrepreneur and a true real estate entrepreneur here. See, what you've got to look at here is start focusing on how you can set this business up where you can work on it on an average of 3 hours a week. Now, one thing I want you to understand is a lot of people get this confused. A lot of people say, well, you only work 3 hours a week? No, that's far from the truth. I work a lot of hours every week, but what I do is I use my time differently. I want you to get that, because there's a lot of people out there that on social media, they give you a lot of BS on things. Oh, I do this 1 hour a week. No, that's crap. What I do is I spend a tremendous amount of time working on my business. I just work less in my business. And I do that on an average of about 3 hours a week in my REI side of things. So what do I do? Well, three main things that I do when I run this business, guys. What happens is, number one, every day I look at daily KPIs. So I have a report coming over every single day from my team that I look at, and that is my daily KPIs. And that's through my COO, and she basically shares that with me on a daily basis. This allows me to see the metrics of the team, where they're going, the metrics of the business, everything on a daily basis. It's number one. Number two, what I do is I do a weekly meeting every week with my COO for an average of an hour and a half. Okay, and when I spend that time with her on that hour and a half, it's a deep dive into the actual numbers of the business. And what we look at is our scorecard of things. And we go through all the numbers, any issues that we have going on in the business, and we constantly are hitting on that. So that's an average of an hour and a half per week. That's a deep dive into the business. The last way that I really run my business is I do a financial meeting once a week too. In this financial meeting, we look at the P&Ls and we look at the balance sheets of each company that we run. And basically, guys, by doing that, what I'm able to do is, through an average of about a half an hour per week, that I'm looking at the daily KPIs. Secondly, I'm doing that hour and a half meeting that I work every week with my COO. So that's 2 hours of time. And then I do a weekly financial review, which is typically about another hour as well. So that averages out to my 3 hours a week, guys. That's how I run my REI business. And you can do the same thing, but it all starts with having this vision, and it all starts too with having a plan to be able to do this. So I hope this helps on things. That's real world. This is not BS. This is actually how I do it. We'll talk to you all later.